You're watching Fox in the Morning, your station for balanced news.
Well, if you have kids with cell phones, you have issues. Whether you realize it or not, you do. And we need to point some of those things out to you and show you some solutions today. Bob Lauder is here from E-Agency with some great new software. It's not spyware. We're not going to spy on our kids in this case to find out who they're calling or who they're texting, but we're going to do this totally above board. And tell us why we need to, first off. Because a lot of parents are probably thinking, I don't have any problem with my kids and their cell phone.
Well, that's a great question, Mark, because a lot of parents say to me, why monitor your kids? Aren't you sending the wrong message, that you don't trust them? But it's not really a question of integrity, it's a question of maturity. And with technology today, millions of strangers have access to your kids with tools that only spies had 10 or 20 years ago. You got to think about that.
So basically what we're talking about here is some software that we're going to load onto our kids' phones. We're going to tell them that we're doing it, perfectly above board, and this will allow us to do what?
Well, first of all, radar's for kids 8 to 14 years old.
It's called radar, by the way, just so folks know. We're not installing actual radar on their phones.
Yeah, radar, my mobile watchdog. And radar gets installed on the child's phone. And pretty soon here, somebody off camera is going to send us a text message. But what it does is it monitors everything that comes in and out of the child's phone. Absolutely everything. Phone calls, text messages, emails, pictures. Here you can see we've already received a text message. And we'll just open that up. And here it says, meet me after school.
Okay.
And you get the idea that, children communicate this way constantly, all day and all night, even sometimes in the wee hours of the morning. And now what's going to happen is mom's going to receive a copy of that email in real time to her cell phone. And she's going to be able to... As a matter of fact, there it is.
And there it is now.
And we can go on there and see, there we go. Radar has received an unauthorized message, meet me after school. And, of course, mom can also configure this so that when your child's friends are reaching out, calling and texting, that she doesn't receive alerts. So she can, decide
okay, so basically you can decide which folks are okay, which friends, are fine in normal communication, and you're not going to monitor those.
Right.
You could decide to monitor text messages or not, specific ones. So there's a lot of flexibility built into this thing. How do I program this thing, though, for harmful messages when I don't know in advance what those harmful messages might be or where they might be coming from?
Well, the key here really is that the filtering concept where you say, well, if a certain word comes up, these are difficult technologies because the language that children use in texting changes all the time. As you know, it's kind of a code.
Right.
And even though we have translators, this code is constantly changing. So what radar does, it monitors everything. Now, if at some point mom decides that, this particular friend I haven't been monitoring, but, there's some behavioral issues, she can go online and see everything and kind of pick up on if there is an issue or not. And the technology is also hack-proof. Sometimes kids will do things like, well, Grandma's in my phone book, and I know Mom doesn't get alerted on Grandma. So I'll go into the phone book and I'll change Grandma's phone number, and Mom will never know I'm really talking to Joey.
She'll think I'm just spending a lot of time with my grandma that I love very much.
Except now Grandma's contact will show up as suspicious because it's been altered, and Mom will immediately automatically receive alerts until she figures out what's exactly going on.
Okay, now this sounds like it might be complicated for folks. How does it actually, in practicality, how does it work here? I take my kid's phone and my phone somewhere and have them programmed, or how do we do it?
Actually, you just go to our website, which is mymobilewatchdog.com, and there's a phone number on there, and you call. And the only phone that has to be set up specially is the child's phone. Mom and Dad can use any phone they want, and anywhere they have access to the Internet, they have access to all the tools, and it's just about as easy to use as using an online address book. That's how simple it is.
Okay. Now, again, let's go back and kind of emphasize some of the ways that this might surprise people. You were telling me about a police officer that works with cyberbullying and internet technology and so forth that thought, I really don't need that. I know what my daughter's doing on her cell phone.
Yeah, there's a lot of anecdotal things that happen with radar's technology. As I said, it's not just about predators. And in this particular police officer's case, he works in the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force and monitors his daughter and put her on radar, and within a very short time, a few days, found out that she had been text messaging her boyfriend at 2 and 3 in the morning on school nights. Not exactly something that would, stress a parent out, other than that may explain why her grades haven't been so good lately.
Exactly. Exactly.
So there's a lot of great things like that, and you have to think of Radar. It's a tool to help the parent be in better communication. For example, mom can push tasks and to-do lists and calendar items right to the child's phone.
So you can send them their chores, their
take
homework,
out the trash.
their homework or whatever, right to their cell phone to remind them.
Exactly.
Okay, well, the kids, they may or may not love us for putting that little bit of information out there. But again, I want to just really emphasize, we're not spying on the kids. We do this above board. We let them know what we're doing, and we let them know that it's just to help them manage their time and to keep them safe.
That's correct.
Okay. Folks want more information, they go to our website, fox6.com. Make it really, really easy on everybody. Bob, it's E-Agency is the name of the company, and the technology is Radar.
That's right, Mark. Thank you.
Great to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.